We have breaking news here on First Take. According to Shams, LeBron James is signing with the Philadelphia 76ers on a 2-year, $8 million deal with a player option. This comes after more than 20 days since he announced that he will be leaving the Los Angeles Lakers to play the next chapter of his career somewhere else. Stephen A., we knew it was coming soon. We did not know it was coming today. Your initial reaction to LeBron joining forces with Jaylen Brown and company in Philly?
Shock, because I thought that if he was going back east, he would go home, that he wouldn't dangle his availability in the face of the Cleveland Cavaliers and then go somewhere else. For him to choose the Philadelphia 76ers, this is a shock among shockers. And I think that this speaks to Bob Myers, the architect, the former 4-time champion executive for the Golden State Warriors, being in Philly now and having him there, who went out and pulled off a heist as far as most of us are concerned in getting Jaylen Brown. So now you got Jaylen Brown, okay, who's big time, obviously, with Tyrese Maxey, who's big time. You got him with VJ Edgecombe, who shined as a rookie and has got tremendous potential. And now you're looking at it, if Joel Embiid is 50%, I mean, if he can give you anything during the playoffs, the Philadelphia 76ers could win the championship. I think this right here puts the Philadelphia 76ers right there with the New York Knicks as the favorites in the Eastern Conference to come out of the East and represent the Eastern Conference in the NBA Finals. That's how big this move is, because LeBron is a savant. His basketball IQ is off the charts, and you combine that with the greatness of a Jaylen Brown and a Tyrese Maxey, with the leadership that Bob Myers has emanating from above as the executive for this team. I don't think there's any question. The Philadelphia 76ers, I'm shocked by this. The Philadelphia 76ers are now in play to be a championship favorite. You know, one of the top 4 teams in San Antonio, Oklahoma City, New York Knicks, Philadelphia 76ers, and not necessarily in that order. They're the top 4 teams. Philadelphia 76ers are a championship favorite right now.
Bob Myers went on a podcast with Rich Paul and was very adamant that his pitch to LeBron James, Stephen A., was that this is the best place to win, Philly that is. Do you think for this stage of his career, season 24, does the Philadelphia 76ers give LeBron the best chance to go add another title?
Well, I don't think it would have given him a better chance than San Antonio or OKC. Let's be very clear about that. But I think when you look, and I think that had he gone to the Knicks, it would have been the same thing. But to be in Philadelphia, Jaylen Brown was an MVP candidate. Right? Jaylen Brown is a star in this game. And Tyrese Maxey is something special to behold. Make no mistake about it. And VJ Edgecombe is a gifted young player as well. Their backcourt is set for years to come. Between Maxey, Edgecombe, and Jaylen Brown, the Sixers do not have a backcourt issue. They have an elite backcourt. To add LeBron James, who, by the way, this is one of the things that we have to pay attention to. Do y'all understand that LeBron James played 5 positions? He played center last year at times. He's played 5 different positions last year. 5. That's what he brings to the table. This dude is 6'9", 260. He can guard multiple positions. He could play any position on the floor. And the fact that you have that kind of ability, with that kind of basketball IQ, with the kind of leadership, with the credentials that he has to go along with all of that, I can't say enough about it. The fact of the matter is, the Philadelphia 76ers are in an elite place, and to watch them get the brakes beat off of them by the New York Knicks in the playoffs this past year when they got swept, to see them take hold of this by elevating Bob Myers. And what does he do? Before you've had an opportunity to pass gas, this dude goes out and acquires Jaylen Brown and now LeBron James. It's a sensational job on his part. There is no denying it. It's unbelievable that he pulled this off, and major props to him.
Talk about a Friday news dump. We're going to continue with so much more here on LeBron James going to the Philadelphia 76ers. Taking a quick break here on First Take. Much more on the way.
Answer, and I'm not saying that somebody might not say something that ends up being partially based in some sorts that ends up being right, but I'm telling you, nobody knows. LeBron is going through his own process this time. It's possible he's made a decision, Courtney, in the last 10 minutes, and people actually know right now, and they can say, I knew beforehand, but I'm telling you, I swear, I promise you, this is not based on what Adam Silver said in an interview. It's not based on anything. He hasn't made up his mind, and nobody knows but him what he's doing. It's unsatisfying, and it's true.
All right. Wendy is 1,000% correct. Not to remind everybody, but I am the one that broke the story about him taking his talents to South Beach back in 2010. I'm hearing the same thing. Everybody says he doesn't know. He doesn't know. But here's the important thing to point out. LeBron has earned the right to take his time and make the decision. Do I suspect he knows? Sure. But the point is that if he says he doesn't know, there's no reason to not believe him at this particular moment in time. And here's the reason why. There's some intriguing opportunities out there. Minnesota is supposedly not in his top 3. Minnesota has Ant-Man. Ant-Man with LeBron James, that ain't something bad to watch. You know, when you look at the Philadelphia 76ers, that's Jaylen Brown there now, with Tyrese Maxey and VJ Edgecombe, with a Joel Embiid that you're praying he's at least 50% ready come playoff time. LeBron James in Philadelphia, that's a damn good situation. Golden State, well, the babyface assassin, the greatest shooter God has ever created, still looking like a superstar, is there for LeBron James. You talk about 20 points different from 27, 26, 25 points to 20 points a game last season. How much you want to make a bet his assist total will go up significantly if he were in Golden State throwing the basketball at that brother? How about that? That's an option. Oh, by the way, do you understand, Courtney and Wendy, that LeBron James after practice or after a game can hop on a jet and be back in LA in 45 minutes? Ladies and gentlemen, do you understand that I'm from Queens, New York? And I spent the vast majority of my young life taking an hour and a half traveling on New York Transit to get to work or to get to school. You understand? When I went to Thomas Edison High School in Queens, New York, it took me an hour and 15 minutes every morning to get to school. When I went to college, it took me, and I worked in the city, it took an hour and a half to get to the city, the bus to the E or the F train. Okay, 45 minutes is nothing. In LA traffic, sometimes it'll take you 45 minutes just to get from Brentwood to the facility. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. 45 minutes ain't nothing. So for him to be in Golden State, you near your family. Or he could go back to South Beach with Giannis as his teammate, with a familiar territory in the Hall of Fame coach and Eric Spoelstra and a Hall of Fame executive in Pat Riley. Or he could go home. These are big time options. It's not an easy decision. He's got to make sure that wherever he goes, he's going to be happy for the next couple of years, because I believe he wants to play a full 25 years in the NBA, 25 seasons. He wants to play a full century. I think that's his target, right. and then he's going to walk away, right? Agreed. So the next 2 years of his life, this is likely his last move. He wants to make sure. Ladies and gentlemen, there's nothing wrong with it. He's got a bevy of options, but most importantly, it's a bevy of good options. He has to make sure he does his best to choose the best one. Whatever time he needs, he's earned the right to take that time and to make the best decision for himself. I got no problems with it.
Well, we're going to need you to channel some of that 2010 energy. Stephen A., if you do get tipped off on where he's going, do like you did back then.